Good morning, everyone. Richie Rich here. Today, in this video, I'm gonna be doing something completely different today. Um, as you guys probably know, that I have been doing like a couple Fast and Furious vehicles. I've done like five of them so far. I've done the Eclipse and the Supra from the first movie, and including the S2000 I've done before, and then I've done also the Skyline and the Evo from the second movie. So that was all from Fast and Furious. But this time, however, I'm going to be doing another movie car today. I got a couple of them done. I've done them like a few days ago. This is pretty good. So that's pretty good. But this time, however, it's going to be similar to what it is compared to. Mainly because this one has a lot of like racing involved, and and stunts and all that, and garages and hypercars and supercars and all that, and like the racing as well, like everything basically. What I'm saying is that today in this video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a couple Need for Speed vehicles today. So it's gonna be from the movie Need for Speed 2014. So that's like almost 10 years old almost. Well, not technically 10 years old, but it's around, I would say 9 years old, because it came out in like early March 2014. So it was a pretty cool movie. I've seen it like a bunch of times. It is fun. It's a lot better than Fast and Furious, because it starts like, it takes place like at Marshall Motors and all that stuff. So like it's just with like all all the crew members there, like Toby, Marshall, Pete, Coleman. So they had Toby, Pete, Maverick. Well, people call him Benny. So and Joe as well. Yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, and Finn as well. So the five crew members. So for those of you who don't know what Need for Speed 2014 is about, for those of you who are new to this channel, and for those of you who don't know what Need for Speed is all about, if you guys are new to this, I'll explain it to you guys now. Need for Speed recently came out in early March 2014. Like, I believe it's like the 14th, I think it came out. I don't know. What it's about? It's a story about it's Aaron Paul, who plays Toby Marshall. He recently got out of a few years in jail time for something that he didn't do, and the moment he's out of prison, he starts to he starts to go from the East Coast, which is New York, all the way to the West Coast, which is like California and Los Angeles, which I will be moving to very, very, very soon. When I'm like, I don't know, over 18, I might move to Los Angeles. It'll be pretty cool. And he has to get there in less than 2 days, like less than 48 hours, in a very fast car, which is a Ford Mustang GT. So and that car is also in like the Need for Speed Rivals game. So that's actually the movie car that you'll get to drive. Sometimes if you're playing Need for Speed Rivals, you would just get like the actual, you'll get like the regular kind of game, which includes like all like the cars and everything there, like the Porsches, the Dodge, Aston Martins, BMWs, Fords, Mercedes, Ferraris, Audis, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, Pagani Huayras, everything that you guys would really expect. But because the one I'm playing right now, it's like a deluxe version or like a special edition, I actually get a free car for like the racer career. I got so for those of you who don't know like what I mean by the deluxe version, what I would call it, is pretty much it's like a special edition. Like when you get Need for Speed Rivals, you would either get like the regular one, which has like just all the cars there and everything else, and you'll get like some special edition, which includes the cars for the racer career. But you get also, after you finish the tutorial for the racer career, and you start to get onto the actual like missions, and you get to all over the place of Redwood County, you get a free 2015 Mustang actually. So you get a free Mustang in the game actually, which you don't have to pay for it. It's completely free for the game, for the racer career. It's a free car. You can do whatever you want to. You can tune it, put decals to it, different colored wheels, stripes, number plates, all that sort of stuff. You can possibly do it to your car to make it faster, make it stand out better, and even like tune like the weaponry. What I mean by that is you can upgrade the pursuit tech to it that the game really has. Like I played it 1,000 times, back in my day. When I first got it, it was like pretty cool, but I was so close to completing the game. I was like 90%. I was like around 85-90% complete, but I haven't really had the time for that. God, it was so long ago. Like, oh man, like when was that? I barely remember. It was like 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. I don't know what. That was way before I started YouTube. Way before I started YouTube. Around, I would say, around, like, somewhere around, like, 7-8 years ago, somewhere around there. Possibly, like, somewhere around those times. God, it was fun. But that was when I had my 360, and I sold it to, like, my friends, I sold it to my cousins. So for the console, I sold it to a few people who I know that would want a console like that. It was original. It was an original Xbox 360 I had. And it was good, but it had a couple issues. Well, one big issue was like when it keeps rattling every time. It's like scratching, like it sounds like it's scratching the disc. But since I'm playing on Xbox One, it's a bit better than the original 360. It's a bit more better, more modern as well, and it's pretty cool. And you can change out the colors of the screen and everything else. Like I've done it before. It's pretty cool. You can actually change out the colors in the Xbox One. You just go to settings and change out the color display. Well, and then you can pick any color you want. And then like there's like 2 events for cop for the police I didn't complete, and there was one big one for the racer career, which is the Grand Tour. Not to be confused with the Grand Tour with Richard Hammond, Jeremy Clarkson, and James May. The one in France, and then the one with the Scandi Flick. Yeah, the Scandi Flick. Not to be confused with that, because that came out way before Need for Speed Rivals was even released, after like a few years. But yeah. I managed to complete the whole game of the Need for Speed. I even completed the whole entire chapter. Got every cars. Pretty good. I drive them around, upgrade them, and all that sort of stuff. Just fun, basically. Pretty cool, And then the best Need for Speed game I ever played was definitely Rivals, because it's literally like the best game in the whole world. Like literally, driving around like real cars in the game. So it's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm so tired. I stayed up all night trying to complete the info as much as I can for my next car, but I haven't had a chance to do it. Alright, anyways, it was fun back in the day. But I don't really play Need for Speed that much because I've been playing Forza a lot, like Horizon 3, Horizon 2, Motorsport 5, Motorsport 6, and all that stuff. Because it got into more, like, proper racing, you know. But yeah, but that's just how it is. Anyway, so, without any further ado, guys, let's get started. Before we do, make sure you like and subscribe, comment below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, hit all so you're alerted when I make new uploads. So without any further ado, people, let's get started. Alright, so the car we're talking about is definitely a Need for Speed vehicle, but this time we're going to be doing it in, like, the order from, like, you know, beginning and then middle and ends and so on. But I've done, like, a couple of them because I feel like it's just going to waste time, you know, having to do every single one of them, you know. But, God, sorry, I'm so tired. I've done only a couple of them, only a few Need for Speed cars. Because I feel like it's just going to take forever if I'm going to keep doing, like, all of them. But, oh well, I don't know. But I'll find out. Like, if something changes my mind, I would be able to, like, you know, like, do a couple more Need for Speed vehicles. I don't know, but I'll find out. Alright, let's get started. So, the car I'm talking about from Need for Speed is the Toby Marshall's 1969 Ford Torino GT Fastback. So that was the car that was driven by Aaron Paul's character, Toby Marshall, at the beginning of the race against Pete and other, like, a few unnamed drivers. Because if you would see in the deleted scenes, it shows Toby and Pete and the other three drivers, they're getting, like, cards, like Joker cards and all that stuff. And they take one and they flip it around, and it shows them, like, what it's on the card and, like, what starting position they're, like, gonna have for the race. So that was pretty good. So that was, like, one of the greatest races I have ever seen in my life. Like, literally the best. I still watch Need for Speed. It's a bit better than Fast and Furious because it got a lot more racing involved. But Fast and Furious is good, but Need for Speed is a little bit better because of racing and everything else. But, I mean, I would still watch Need for Speed from time to time. It's literally the best movie in the whole world. So, yeah. Yeah, and I even shaved as well, so looking fresh. Alright. So, let's get started. Alright. So, the 1969 Ford Torino GT Fastback. So, we're going to start off with the powertrain, and then we're going to get to all of the info stuff as well, and, like, what games it was in, and the movie, and the trivia, and all that sort of stuff, you know, that you pretty much expect. And, I got another Need for Speed car I'll be doing. And, this one also has not much info on it as well. Let's do it. So, the 1969 Ford Torino GT Fastback. So, let's start off with the powertrain. Here we go. So, the engine is a 6.4 liter V8. Power is 198 kilowatts, 268 PS, 265 horsepower at 4,400 RPM. 4,400 RPM. A lot of you guys will be realizing, why in the hell do these American muscle cars look cool? But what the people would say, why would they have that much power in a huge engine? Mainly because of, like, you know, simply because of the emissions regulations and, like, the laws in the US that they have to, like, face and all that sort of stuff. Because, like, American muscle cars, they do have such huge engines, but they don't produce that much power because, like, they don't have much airflow into them, and they got, like, air restrictors into them. So, like, because they have to, like, also follow, like, the laws in the US because of how much, like, power that it can, like, really produce for that, and, like, the emissions regulations and everything else, which I find it respectful but a little bit boring at the same time. You know, like, having, like, that much, like, huge engines in the American muscle cars with less power just doesn't seem right, you know. Like, if you just remove the air restrictors, it would get much more airflow into the engine, you know, and more air equals, like, more power, basically. So, if I were to get, like, a classic American muscle car from either one of the Need for Speed movies, like, either a Ford or a Chevy Camaro or a Pontiac GTO or anything like that. The first thing I would do is I would remove the air restrictors and upgrade the brakes and the suspension and the tires and even the steering, reduce the weight of it, make it lighter, all that sort of stuff. Maybe get better cooling to the car, better airflow, like intercooler, air intake, carburetor, anything like that. So yeah, completely forgot what it was. So powertrain engine is a 6.4 liter V8, naturally aspirated. Power is 198 kilowatts, 268 PS, 265 horsepower at 4,400 RPM. Torque is 390 pound-feet, 529 newton meters of torque at 2,600 RPM. Transmission is a 4-speed manual, 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds. Top speed 203 kilometers an hour, 126 miles an hour. Layout is front engine rear-wheel drive. Curb weight is 3,699 pounds, 1,678 kilograms. Round that up is almost 3,700 pounds. That's really heavy. That'll be around, I don't know, like 1,700 kilos, somewhere around there. I don't know, but roughly around there somewhere. The 1969 Ford Torino GT Fastback is a first generation model manufactured by Ford, with a Torino name being fitted to a redesigned sub model based on the 6th generation Fairline series. The first generation was produced between 1968 and 1969 and was replaced with the 2nd generation Torino in 1970. So it's like the start of the early 1970s. Multiple body styles were offered, including hardtop, convertible, fastback, sedan or saloon, and a station wagon or an estate, as you call it. GT trims came standard with a 4.9 liter, 302 cubic inch V8 and many deluxe features, as well as having Cobra trim options available for an extra price. It proved to be the more popular choice with a total of 81,822 units produced. Next up, we got the games of what games it has appeared in. It's in Motor City Online. The Torino GT appears in Motor City Online. Next, we got films. Obviously, it's Need for Speed 2014. Torino GT is driven by protagonist Toby Marshall in his illegal street race at the beginning of Need for Speed to earn extra money. This is like for like the shop, like the garage and everything else. Next, we got trivia. Aaron Paul, the actor who plays Toby Marshall, was given the Torino GT as a parting gift by the production company behind Need for Speed. And that is it, guys. So this video's gone for under 20 minutes. That's pretty good. So that's what I'm aiming for. Like every video that I would try to do, I'll do it under 20 minutes. So I won't have to keep taking that long, pretty much. And I was looking back through my videos, and I saw how many views that Supercharger video has gotten. And I was astonished of like how much I got. Because usually I would get like a little bit amount, but this time, because people are like interested in like high performance parts for cars, I figured that's how I got like those views. Like literally shot up to like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 views or something. I don't know, but how much I got was astonishing. It was great to see how much I got for the amount of work and progress I have been putting into YouTube for months. For months I've been doing YouTube. It's crazy to believe. Like I started like on July 2022, like early July, seriously. And it's like over a year I've been doing YouTube. That's crazy to believe. And also, I might not be doing YouTube in college anymore because very soon I'll be working for my job. I will find myself a job at some point. I'll earn money from it. I'll work hard, like possibly for like, I don't know, a few days, like 2-3 days, somewhere around there. I don't know. But yeah, I'll work hard, get paid, like pay bills and all that stuff, which is important, and everything else. Like really important. It's really important business for me to do, and I'll see where that future leads off to for like my next step of education. Or where my future will lead off to. For like the dream that I would want to head off to in life. But we'll see how that ends. I'll see how it happens, and we'll find out. So that'll be it today, guys. If you guys like this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. Press all so you're alerted when I make new uploads, so you won't miss out on any uploads. Cause you guys don't want to miss out. You guys want to like see my videos, cause like you guys like them and all that, and you find them interesting, and so yeah. So for my next video, I'll be talking about the 2014 Ford Mustang GT 5th generation. Now you guys probably thinking, hang on, haven't you done the 5th generation before, Richie Rich? As a matter of fact, yes, I have done the 5th generation, but it was just a standard 5th generation Mustang. Like, it wasn't as all souped up and like crazy, crazy looking and souped up like the Mustang from the Need for Speed movie. It was just like a base Mustang, basically, all standard, like exterior, engine, drivetrain, interior, transmission, still rear-wheel drive, all that sort of stuff, you expect. But yeah, so I'll be doing another one, but this time it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be the Need for Speed movie version of that car, and that gets much more of a storyline than any of the other cars. It's been in like it gets seen in the movie for a lot longer than any of the other muscle cars and hypercars as well that you've seen in Need for Speed. So yeah, that'll be it today, guys. Ow, God, don't do this, guys. Just really don't, because it'll be bad for you. Like it won't feel well. Like it won't feel right if you click your neck. It's really bad. Like I try not to do it, but it feels stiff, and I had no choice. It just feels alright. Yeah. So so that'll be it, guys. So if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, comment below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. Hit also your alert when I'm making uploads. I say this like the second time because I usually forget what I have to, because I forgot what I said about that. Usually I have to like repeat what I have to say usually. Just so you guys like know what I'm saying, so you guys remember it and like get into your head so you won't forget it. But yeah, I gotta get going now. So I gotta go. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. So around tomorrow morning, we'll be back here, approximately, possibly the same time. I don't know, but I'll be back, and I'll do another Need for Speed car, and then afterwards I will start off to finish off another kind of German like supercar. I was gonna say Italian, but it's actually a German car. But it's kind of got it's basically, it's got like an Italian. It's kind of got an Italian name onto it, but turns out it's actually a German car, even though it has like some Italian name onto it. It's like a German car with an Italian name onto it. That's how it is. Like, that's crazy. It's like the Ferrari GT40s beating the Ferrari P3s at Le Mans, and then Lancia beating Audi at the like the race as well. I was gonna say De Leon, but no. And you got like domestic American muscle versus import cars. That's kind of like the clash. That's kind of like the clash between like the different generations of racing for like different cars and all that stuff. But yeah, so that'll be it, guys. I'll head off now. I'll get going. I'm gonna let you guys off now. I will see you guys in the next video. So stay safe. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.